Hey everyone, Sam Gorski here, director of Avatar 2. Not that Avatar 2. We're talking about the one that came out before it, the true inspiration for Avatar 2.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
James, if you're watching this, whether you're in a sub or at a resort, I found a little problem with your films. First off, they're taking a long time to make, but second of all, you're spending a lot of money. What if I told you there was a free alternative? Yes, that's right, a free alternative to swimming in the water and getting your motion capture, not to mention recreating your characters and rendering them out too. That's right, it's 2023. The game is changing, VFX is changing. And well, with a GoPro, a swimming pool, and your favorite pair of spandex, we can make Avatar 3 together. Let me show you how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do some underwater motion capture and show the world just how easy it can be. Motion capture is now just footage. There's Rokoko video now. We don't need a suit to do mocap anymore. You've probably seen all that stuff, right? It's really cool. It's free. First off, free, which is crazy. And then you only need one video file, and it will basically analyze your data, your footage, and give you a 3D skeleton. It doesn't require 10 years. It doesn't require $1 billion. It doesn't require A-tier actors. In fact, they don't know it yet. Clint and Peter will reprise their roles. But before we start production, we have to test the tech. So I filmed some tests in a pool. I didn't want to do this, but...
Oh my gosh, he's so bright.
Take a look, so here I am swimming. Swimming guy, thumbs up. For some reason, I instinctually do a thumbs up almost every time for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
So I'm not a stranger to using AI tools and models to discern a posture. In fact, we're doing a lot of that for anime rock, paper, scissors too. That being said, before I went into this pool, I wasn't going in blind. There are best practices, and here's what they are. First off, you're definitely gonna want a wide shot. You wanna see the hands, you wanna see the feet, you wanna see the head, you wanna make sure you see that whole body. Second of all, you want a clean silhouette. That means your background isn't going to add noise. We don't want it to be cluttered. Think about filming on a green screen. Third of all, what you're wearing is gonna be very important. So you wanna make sure you're wearing something that just helps your body's form stick out. Also, as a bonus, different colored tops and bottoms will help segment your body and allow it to understand what body part is what just a little bit better.
Right off the bat, I'm going to process this. And so, go to Rokoko Video, select my files, literally just drag it in. Basically, it uploads it, it processes it, and then I can actually view the file in the Rokoko Studio app. All right, sponsor time, because this video is actually sponsored by Rokoko. Rokoko Video, it's totally free to use, and it will always be. Currently, this is the easiest motion capture software I have ever used. All you need to do is set up one camera. It can be a GoPro, your phone. All you're gonna do is you just frame up your whole body and try and get the best motion possible. And from there, you just process it. It takes a minute or two. It's really fast. And then through Rokoko Studio, the app, you can do a little bit of cleanup here, some tweaks, and export it to whatever you want. In case Rokoko Video isn't enough and you need real-time full body tracking, obviously, they have their whole suits and gloves and face capture system all in their app, which is really cool. Over the last few months, there's been a ton of updates that have improved the real-time tracking quality. And even though they don't want me to say this, they also have this incredible thing called the coil that eliminates drift. That's huge. You should take a look at it. It's pretty sweet. So this is the first underwater footage that we have filmed that I am processing. Seriously, I'm really hoping this works because we got a whole video ahead of us still. Underwater shot 01. Here we go. All right.
All right.
Cross my fingers so hard they crack. All right. 3, 2, 1. I see like a little bit of a glitchy leg there, but nothing you can't fix, actually. And look, I know what I'm getting into here. I know that this stuff is not designed for underwater use. It's not designed for floating people, but it's a great opportunity to really push this stuff and bring it into situations people are not normally thinking about. And again, I gotta thank the guys at Rokoko for believing in this vision for Avatar 3. Thank you for letting me break your product and post it on the internet. There's a little bit of cleanup, but I would actually say this is a success. Next though, we're gonna need a script, and there's only one way we're gonna write it. Everyone's undergone a lot of improvements since the last one. I learned how to do like character animation, and in the meantime, all this like AI text software, well, it got a whole lot better too. It's time to let my old friend GPT do the heavy lifting here. As you see here, I have a collaborative prompt. Your goal is to write a one-page script for an underwater mystical scene in Avatar 3 between two Na'vi aliens. And then I'm having it just basically stop and we can tweak and improve stuff. Let's do this. Avatar 3, the last one was in the water a lot. So I'm imagining if this is like the intro for the third movie, it's a scene maybe where they're in the water, and then we introduce fire, and it's kind of like the sizzler. The scene takes place within a magnificent underwater cave, bioluminescent plants. Love it. Carrie, voice filled with water. Nokin, you felt the presence of Awa? His energy surrounds us, guiding our every move. You gotta hook the audiences with some crazy shit. Voiceover. Neytiri, I have heard whispers of a new threat lurking in the depths. We must prepare.
It's quickly descending into like baby's first like monster story.
Yeah, well I said make sure you give this monster storyline a wild twist.
Ooh.
But Neytiri, what if this creature is no ordinary beast? What if it possesses the power to control the very currents that surround us?
Oh, that's very Avatar.
Ooh. I'm already gonna say this right now. We know it's fire, so this monster is clearly related to lava. We're nearly there, just a little more. And then we let the fire do its work. This feels like Avatar 3. What do you think?
Look, AI can't take us 100% of the way there. Sometimes a human needs to step in and do the heavy lifting.
We got stakes, we got comedy, we have playful jump scares, we have the threat of the entire ocean boiling, which honestly, the more I think about it, I'm like, that could be it. That's a world-building line right there. This script is rock solid. I have a total grasp on everything now with animation. One thing left to do is hold our breath. Clint and Peter, they're gonna reprise their roles here. We are going into this pool.
My promise to you is that today we are only gonna shoot this once. We're not gonna do 4 reshoots after this.
The first time was like, that was fun. Second time was like, all right, now we're working.
I have a permanent dent in my head from the helmet being so tight.
So in this bag, I have our high-tech motion capture suits.
I've never actually directed a film outside my natural habitat, like no underwater stuff. I mean, the pressure's on. So the shoot went really well. We got everything we needed. Clint and Peter were able to stay underwater long enough. We got many really long takes. So Jimmy, if you're still watching this video, don't shut it off yet, because what I'm about to show you, well, it's gonna blow your mind. Let's take a look at this shot of Clint's very interesting dolphin swim. Both feet frequently visible, both hands frequently visible. Check this out. This one is pretty good.
It's pretty smooth.
It's smooth. And once again, what's so weird about it is like, okay, it can't see the other hand for a large part of it, yet it knows to like put the hand on the other side of the body. I'm pretty amped because the amount of cleanup I have to do is almost non-existent now.
Nice.
This is way better than everything else we were doing. It's all working.
Pretty neat. Can't wait to see it animated in Unreal Engine.
It's like this will take a few days to complete, and compared to James Cameron, that's light years ahead. So I think we got a good pitch here. So we have all the underwater performance captured, but that still leaves us with the facial performance. To process this, we're gonna actually be using the brand new Made-A-Human animator.
We have all that face cap data. Now it's really fast to actually get this stuff to work, and I can't wait to show you these results. So, in order for it to work, it needs to basically have a model of you. It needs to know what your face looks like in 3D. So, neutral pose here. That's front view. So, let's automatically tracks to that part, and then it's gonna refine it in a minute. So there's your head. Now we can actually just take the footage and start animating this. All right, prepare for performance.
Preparing for performance.
A little bit more, and we'll let the steam scare it off.
Oh my god!
You're not used to seeing that with the
No.
phone, right?
No! Last time we did this, it was about a week and a half to 2 weeks of us coming back and forth, trying again. Now it's like a couple days. You got all the technical stuff in the can. Now it's where the artistry comes in, and you gotta like make it look nice with all the underwater stuff.
Yeah.
Get some good angles and stuff.
Basically, we have to put it all together now. We're finally at that intersection where I gotta start making this thing. So, there's a few things I'm juggling right now. I got Made-A-Human data, so I have to make Avatar Made-A-Humans. There's no way you can create this character if you're doing it manually in the Made-A-Human creator, But if you feed it a custom mesh, which we have, we can start to get those alien proportions.
Wait a second, they're not blue.
I'll make them blue. I'll just gonna tint them blue. I'm going to leave the tails and all the clothes to the very end. That's fluff. I'm here for the performance and the emotion capture. I also need an awesome environment, so we have to source that. For the environment, oh man, this is incredible how far I'm able to get with using only free software. My environment is also free. Kareem Abashusha has posted the Unreal 5 underwater blueprint. I saw one screenshot of this and I knew it was going to be the set of my next feature film. Welcome to the oceans of Pandora. Wow, yeah, it's so vibrant and beautiful. I love those bubs. I have to drop the characters into the scene. I'm gonna start with their body motion capture. I put the synced facial capture data onto those takes as well. There he is, floating in the water, just like an Avatar, and they're not blue and they're wearing underwear still. Is there animation cleanup to do? Yeah, look at that arm, it's clipping through him. Control rig will fix all of that. Remember, we're pushing this Rokoko video software to the edge of its limits. And the fact that it's working this well is super impressive, and I can already tell that my vision is beginning to come alive. I have nothing left to do here but try and sync up all these takes, get blocking done, build these shots out, build this story out here, and render it out for your viewing pleasure. I think James Cameron's gonna have to clear his schedule a little early. That premiere is coming soon.
Did you guys get a red carpet together for the stars?
Red carpet.
It's crazy meeting the actors in person because it reminds you they're just people too.
Thanks for coming here. This is a big deal for me and James Cameron. You know, obviously Clint, Peter, thanks for coming back for the third one. And the second one was a big deal. It was a disaster, but it means a lot that you came back.
It's an honor.
Woo! Yeah.
There is like almost no cleanup going on here. All I'm doing here, some eyeline correction, okay? And then, you know, just some like arm width correction to make sure you're not clipping through yourself. You know, I think it's important to like get a good sense of how these tools actually function. So imagine 20th Century Fox logo, bump, 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 bump. We're cutting that for copyright reasons.
Toucan! Never cease with your games. Are we prepared?
Ever ready for fun, and the dangers too, Neytiri.
We must lead it to the firewells. But remember, it's a double-edged sword. One wrong move could boil our world.
I know. Let's tread carefully.
A little bit more, and we'll let the steam scare it off. Toucan!
Don't falter, Neytiri! And don't boil our world!
No! God.
Remember, Neytiri, the firewells. They're our protector and our potential doom.
That was fantastic. That was some cinema level filmmaking right there.
That looked great. Was it just you, or did you have some like backup on it?
I mean, James Cameron obviously was integral to the process, but you know, from a like more of an engineering and technical, you know, BTS aspect, it was all me.
That looked good. The shaders on the skin, the way the body's moved and everything is pretty crazy.
There were a couple moments where I saw a little bit of jank, you know, some arms skipping, but for the most part, it was pretty dang good. I was very impressed.
So yeah, that's a wrap on Avatar 3. And
Amazing, wow.